You've probably heard about the Villages, Florida, but you may not have heard much about it. If so, then this video is for you. I'm not going to talk about shower loofahs, that were all extras on the Truman Show, or even about the top secret late night golf cart drag racing club. That's because I just made that last one up. What I will tell you is about some of the basics in the Villages, things that everyone should know if they want to learn more about this place. Here's the first fact. The Villages is the largest 55 and up community in the United States, and in fact, the largest retirement community in the world. There are over 150,000 residents here in an area of over 57 square miles, and it's still growing. The Villages is currently separated into three main areas: Spanish Springs to the north, Lake Sumter Landing in the middle, which is where I'm standing, and Brownwood to the south. There's a fourth main center being built in the Villages called Eastport, which is even further south. Each of these areas has its own town center, like the one I'm standing in, that has entertainment, shops, restaurants, walking trails, and more. The Villages is, perhaps unsurprisingly, divided into smaller areas called villages, each with its own entry and exit gate. And all houses in the Villages are not alike. There are smaller villas that you can get for in the 200s. And then there are mansions on golf courses with conservation views that can go for multi-millions. And while the houses in the Villages are relatively uniform from top to bottom, each village has its own feel. Some with more nature, some that are a little bit more urban near the town centers. There are a wide variety of options for different tastes. One thing you won't find here, however, is basements, because this is Florida. Here's another interesting fact about the Villages. Golf carts are for more than just golf. There are primary means of transportation within the various villages. Everything here in the Villages can be reached by golf cart. Town centers, rec centers, pools, shopping centers, medical facilities, and more. There are over 70,000 golf carts in the Villages that are connected by a network of over 100 miles of paths, tunnels, and bridges. These tunnels and bridges allow the golf cart paths to weave over, under, and around the various major arteries in the Villages, including Florida's Turnpike. And speaking of golf, golf is a major part of life here in the Villages, and there are over 700 holes of golf here for people to play. There are 40 executive golf courses here that are free to use for villagers, and 13 championship courses that are fancier, more elaborate, and more challenging. Some of the golf courses here were designed by world-famous golf course designers, such as Arnold Palmer and Nancy Lopez. Here's the next fact. The Villages was designed with an active retirement in mind. You can join over 3,500 clubs here with a variety of different purposes. People in the Villages come from all over the United States and in fact the world. So many clubs here are based on where you're from or what university you went to. There are also clubs that are based on military affiliation, hobbies and crafts, sports and leisure, various other interests such as model railroading, woodworking, or jewel crafting. I'm standing inside the Lake Miona Rec Center. There are many recreation centers like this one spread throughout the Villages. This is where a lot of people meet to participate in clubs, groups, exercise, line dancing, lots of different activities. Outside, there's tennis, shuffleboard, basketball, swimming, and of course, pickleball, which is the fastest growing sport in America. There are walking trails, outdoor fitness centers, bocce, and horseshoes. And there's also continuing education here. You'll find different sessions for people who want to continue to learn well into their golden years. Rec centers also have different themes. This rec center, the Lake Miona Rec Center, has a nautical theme. And this is Sea Breeze with a beach theme. My fifth and final fact is that there is a lot of entertainment here. There are three main town squares currently where there is nightly entertainment, even on Christmas Day, and a fourth location called Sawgrass that has a stage and a food court and a place for people to congregate. And, as I mentioned before, a fourth town square, Eastport, is being built right now. There are all sorts of genres here, but I would say that the most popular is rock music, normally from the 70s and 80s, which is the time period where a lot of people who live here grew up. I think it's amazing that you can find live music here every night of the year, but not only that, you can find it in one of 4 different places. You'll also find theater here. In this rec center, Seabreeze, I attended a Chinese New Year festival, and there were performances by members of the Chinese community who live here in the Villages. It was packed and a lot of fun. So those are the 5 facts that I think everyone should know about the Villages. If you'd like to learn more about the Villages, please subscribe because that's what I'm here for. And if you're curious about moving to the Villages or within the Villages, please let me know. I'm a licensed Florida real estate agent and I work with a team of experts here in the Villages. So please reach out because we're here to help. Please check the description for details and thank you so much for watching.